I'm Miss Nightmare, and I appreciate your presence. Prepare for a collection of eerie tales. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Your engagement is vital for our growing channel. We're dedicated to offering new content every day. If you have story suggestions or specific themes you're interested in, please share them. Your input is invaluable as we strive to create content that resonates with shadowed streets downtown city. Night. The city buzzes with energy. A group of 4 friends, Ava 24, Vibrant, Beth 25, the mother hen, Cassie 23, the free spirit, and Diana 24, the skeptic, step out into the night, laughter and excitement surrounding them as they embark on their much anticipated girls' night out. Just restaurant. Night. The girls enjoy cocktails and share stories, oblivious to the dark figure lurking outside, watching them through the restaurant's glass facade. This is the stalker, unseen and unknown. Restaurant. Later. As the night progresses, the girls leave the restaurant, tipsy and full of life. They split up momentarily to retrieve their coats from the valet. This moment of separation is when the stalker makes their move, subtly placing a tracking device in Ava's purse. Downtown streets. Night. Walking down the bustling streets, they decide to take a shortcut through a less crowded, dimly lit alley. The atmosphere shifts. The air grows colder, and the sounds of the city fade away. They laugh off the eerie feeling, blaming it on their overactive imaginations. Alleyway. Continuous. The mood shifts as they realize they're being followed. A figure cloaked in darkness moves with stealth, keeping a menacing distance. Panic sets in, but Beth tries to keep everyone calm, suggesting it might just be a coincidence. Nightclub entrance. Night. They reach the safety of a crowded nightclub entrance, the loud music drowning out their fears. Inside, they try to forget the incident, dancing and letting loose, until Diana notices the same shadowy figure from the alley across the dance floor, staring intently at them. Nightclub E. Later, the girls decide to confront the figure, weaving through the crowd, but as they approach, the figure vanishes into thin air. Unease settles over them, and they agree it's time to leave. Nightclub. Night. They exit the club, hailing a taxi to take them home. As they wait, Ava discovers the tracking device in her purse, horror dawning on them. As they realize the depth of their stalker's intentions. Taxi. Night. In the safety of the taxi, they debate their next move. Diana, the skeptic, insists on going to the police, but Ava fears it might provoke their stalker further. They agree to head to Beth's apartment, believing their safety in numbers. Beth's apartment building. Night. The girls rush inside, locking the door behind them. They huddle together in the living room, jumping at every sound. The phone rings suddenly, slicing through the silence. Beth answers on speaker. Beth's apartment. Night. Realizing the stalker must be close, they decide to fight back. They arm themselves with whatever they can find and split up to secure the apartment. Beth's apartment. Continuous. The scream brings the others running. A tense confrontation ensues, the girls using their numbers and wits to outmaneuver the stalker. Just as the stalker gains the upper hand, police sirens wail in the distance, scaring him off into the night. Beth's apartment building. Night. The police arrive, and the girls recount their harrowing night. As dawn breaks, they embrace. Their bond strengthened by the ordeal, they vow to never let fear control their lives. But as they watch the sunrise, a shadowy figure watches them from a distance, hinting that this night of terror might not be over. Shadowed streets. Beth's apartment building. Dawn. As the first light of dawn crests the horizon, Ava, Beth, Cassie, and Diana stand together on the sidewalk, wrapped in blankets provided by the emergency responders. their ordeal with the stalker seeming like a nightmare fading with the night. Beth's apartment. Day. The girls, now more cautious but undeterred, gather in the living room. Over coffee, they discuss the events of the night. They agree that to overcome their fear, they must take action. They decide to turn their terror into empowerment, starting with self-defense classes, city streets. Day. A montage shows the girls attending self-defense classes, installing security systems in their homes, and starting a community watch program. They become advocates for personal safety, using their experience to empower others in their community. Local community center. Evening. The girls host a safety workshop, sharing their story and teaching self-defense techniques. The community's response is overwhelmingly positive, with many expressing gratitude for the initiative. The girls find strength in their solidarity, transforming their fear into a force for good. Downtown city. Night. A few weeks later, the girls plan another night out, this time with a newfound sense of strength and awareness. As they walk through the city, they notice the changes in themselves. They're more observant, more confident. Cozy cafe. Night. Sitting in a cafe, they reflect on their journey. They've turned a traumatic experience into an opportunity to grow and help others. Laughter and stories fill the air, a testament to their resilience. Cozy cafe. Night. As they leave the cafe, a figure watches them from across the street. The stalker still lurking in the shadows. But this time, the girls notice him immediately. Without fear, they confront the figure, their confidence unshaken. Police station. Night. The girls, accompanied by police officers, lead the arrest of the stalker. As it turns out, he's a known suspect in several stalking cases, and their confrontation provides the evidence needed to charge him. City streets. Night. Walking home from the police station, the girls share a moment of triumph. They face their stalker not as victims but as victors. The city around them feels different now, safer, as if their actions have cast a protective glow over the streets. Rooftop overlooking the city. Dawn. The film ends on the rooftop of Beth's apartment building with the girls watching another sunrise. This time they're not watching in fear, but in contemplation of their journey and the future. We changed our story. From victims to heroes. What's next for us? Beth smiling, whatever it is, we'll face it together, and we'll keep making a difference. The camera pulls back to show the city awakening below them, the early light casting long shadows. But atop the building, surrounded by friends, the girls are bathed in sunlight, their faces determined and hopeful. Shadowed streets. New horizons. Rooftop overlooking the city. Dawn. The sun rises higher, casting a golden glow over Ava, Beth, Cassie. They have not only survived the night of terror, but have emerged stronger, turning their fear into a force for change in their community. Beth's apartment. Day. The girls gather around Beth's dining table, now cluttered with laptops, notepads, and coffee cups. They're planning their next steps, eager to expand their safety initiatives. They decide to start a blog and a podcast, sharing stories and tips on personal safety and resilience. City Park. Day. We see the girls hosting a self-defense class in a sunny city park. The group has grown, with men and women of all ages participating. The atmosphere is empowering, filled with energy and determination. The girls move among the participants, offering encouragement and guidance. High school gymnasium. Day. The next scene shows them speaking at a local high school, their message resonating with the younger generation. They stress the importance of awareness, consent, and mutual respect. Their story inspires many students, who approach them afterward with questions and for advice. As evening falls, the girls walk through the city, their bond evident in their easy laughter and shared glances. They pause outside a new community center, a project they helped bring to life. The center is a safe space for people to learn, share, and support each other. Community center. Evening. Inside, the community center buzzes with activity. There are posters for upcoming workshops, self-defense classes, and support group meetings. The girls mingle, talking with attendees, their faces alight with passion for their community center. Night. Standing outside the center, the girls reflect on how far they've come. They've turned a personal nightmare into a crusade for empowerment and safety. As they talk, a young woman approaches them. She shares her own story of overcoming fear, a testament to the impact of their efforts. Beth's apartment, night. Back in Beth's apartment, the girls update their blog with stories from the community center. They receive messages of thanks and support from followers, a reminder of the widespread impact of their work. City overlook. The final scene brings us to a scenic overlook, with the girls gazing out over the city lights. They stand close, a united front against the backdrop of the night. Diana looking out over the city. We started this to heal ourselves, but it's become so much more. Cassie nodding. We've sparked a movement. We're not just survivors. We're catalysts for change. Ava with determination. This is just the beginning. There's so much more we can do. For this city, Beth squeezing their hands. Together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. We've proven that. The camera pulls back, leaving the girls silhouetted against the city skyline, a symbol of hope and resilience. Their laughter and determined voices fade into the night, a promise of continued fight and advocacy for a safer world. Moi c'est that. The script concludes, not just with a resolution to the immediate threat, but with a broader message of empowerment, community, and the ripple effect of positive actions. It's a testament to the power of unity and the impact of standing up